Good morning, everyone. I'm Jim Auten from Auten's Eatery. Thanks so much for stopping in. Today we're going to show you how to make some asparagus risotto. The first thing that we're going to do, we're going to take an onion. For this recipe we actually use about 1/4 of an onion. And for this I typically use a food processor, but today to save a little bit of time we're just going to do it by hand. I prefer it because then you don't see the chunks of onion in the risotto. That's just me because that's just the way I am. So you give that a fairly fine chop. Then we're going to take a couple of cloves of garlic, and we're going to smash those and give those a nice little chop. And this is really great when asparagus is in season, because there's nothing like fresh asparagus. This is actually one of my comfort foods. I love asparagus and I love risotto. So the fact that I can combine them in one dish just makes me really happy. Now that we have everything chopped, we put it into our pan, add a little bit of olive oil, and actually start to sweat the onions and garlic. You'll want them to clarify just a little, but you don't want to burn them because you don't want the dark spots in your risotto. So you get that started cooking, and you'll actually hear it start to sizzle. Then what we're going to do, we're going to add our rice and let that rice start to warm up and absorb some of the oils from the garlic and onion and some of that juice. And this process takes a little bit longer than what we're going to be able to show today. It typically takes about 10-15 minutes. Then we're going to add about 1.5 cups of your favorite white wine. Remember, the wine you use should be something you're willing to drink. You're never supposed to cook with anything you won't drink. So you put that in there and let the rice start to absorb that. Okay, now that our rice has absorbed the wine that we've added, we're going to start adding stock. Now the rice that we're using is Arborio rice. This is not long grain rice or Uncle Ben's wild rice. You can actually pick it up at your local grocer. You have to look for it in the aisle where they have all of the different rices, where you can actually find the wild grain, long grain rice. What you do is you let this simmer slowly until the juice is pretty well absorbed. Then you keep adding stock. We typically add it in 3 different phases, and until you finish it. And then what you do is you finish it with some cheese and a little bit of cream. Now that we've got our risotto finished up, we've pulled some out of our pan, and you can see we're going to warm it up a little bit. And we're just about ready to add the asparagus. Now the asparagus has been blanched off ahead of time, and we've gone ahead and cut it up into chunks. And again, remember, this is one of my favorite comfort foods, the combination of asparagus and risotto. If you like more asparagus in it, please, by all means, feel free to add more asparagus. Or if you like more cheese, at this point you can always add some more cheese to it. And you bring that up to temperature. Plate that up, top it with a little bit of your favorite cheese, and you're ready to serve.